Last year, I watched Shrek 2 for the first time in a few years, and as I was watching, I wondered why nobody has made an actual working Gatling crossbow. And in that moment, inspiration struck. I decided to become the first person to create a fully automatic crossbow. Wait, what the fuck? So let's make a brief history of the invention of ranged weapons. The first cavemen threw pointy sticks like this at animals, but they got tired of throwing them themselves, so they did what humanity is best at, making machines to help them be lazy. That's how bows were made. But you still need to hold back the string with your arm, which is not so good. So we made crossbows instead. Now, these were really useful for a long time, but the thing is, a group of people in China made an explodey potion that's really good at throwing rocks. But no one really cared about them because they were basically useless. That was until muskets were invented a few centuries later in Spain. Then the Americans came along. Single actions, Henry rifles, double barrels. All of a sudden, guns were actually useful. Then, fully automatic guns were invented. All of a sudden, you could throw rocks really, really fast. But why didn't we just skip the middleman and make fully automatic crossbows? Well, probably because no one's as stupid as I am. But that's not going to stop me from building one. And we'll be using a new addition to my arsenal, the hot glue gun. Now, I got this with some spare colored filament, so it's going to be a bit red and brown and sparkly or whatever. Also, I've got a new setup, which is infinitely better than the old one, so maybe soon I'll stop making such horrible videos. So this is what I made with my hot glue gun. I used alligator clips to attach the bow part, which is really just an old ruler I got in like third grade. Uh, I've used alligator clips to attach the that part, and you can see what's happening here. But now when I pull back on the string part, it like shoots forward, which is what we want. That's good. So you may be wondering what this will be shooting. I meant for it to shoot these dowels I have from somewhere, I guess. But it only really works for fast food chopsticks. I guess it's because I'm only good at making things out of garbage. And the garbage just follows around me insidiously. Now, the idea is some sort of camshaft-esque apparatus which allows the piston part to slide back into place freely. Then we just attach that to some sort of tensioner or string. So after many, many design changes, I finally found one that works well enough. Cool, but now that ruler apparatus from earlier is putting way too much pressure on these gears because they're made of garbage. So I'm gonna make a little arm that more evenly disperses the rubber band tension. Alright, so this is what I fashioned to fix the problem. Instead of using this old piece of broken old technology to be our tensioner, I'm just gonna throw that away and we're gonna use this. It has these arms which move and the toothpick that keeps falling out on both sides. Don't worry, it won't fall out when it's working though, because they will be kept in by this rubber band, which applies tension, which applies tension, which applies, well, I can't like pull it back, which applies tension on there. So then when you pull it back, it's very difficult to pull back, and then when you release, it just releases. Whatever. I'm gonna find a way to mount this to the main unit, and that's it. Alright, so now all you need to do is assemble the darn thing. I hate myself. And we're done, and that's in record time. Look at that. That was beautiful. All right, now I'm ready to test it. Oh, hi, past me. Remember how it worked perfectly when you tested it off camera like 8 times? Well, this gear decided to become all bendy, and now you need to make another one that's stronger. The new current plan is to have these three circles on top of each other, and then stick our dowel in here to act like the spokes, because then we'll get more torque than we did when we were using just this. The moment arm of the bendy tooth here will be like 4 times as much there. So now I just need to like cut these out. All right, so I cut them out, and now it should work. So we are here. We are testing this machine that I spent way too much time on. Here it is. I had trouble making a handle that could come on and off, and so I made this little clamp out of some spare metal pieces. We don't need to worry about that. It works well enough. We're gonna be testing two things right now. The first is gonna be, can I chamber and fire 2 shots with this automatic crossbow? And the second is, can I get it to stick an X-Acto blade, which I have here, into a piece of wood, which is over there. It is fully assembled, fully ready. I am putting the ammo in. Oh, it's already jammed. Chambering first piece of amp. Oh. The problem is that it's not actually like reaching far enough back to pick up the chopstick. This is fine. Now I just need to shake it a bunch. We've run into a problem. First bullet, first round, second round on top. The problem is that the cardboard's bending and letting the 2 bullets slip next to each other, and then they don't fit out the exit hole. But that's fine. Come on, I want to shoot a chopstick. Oh wait, that counts. That counts. Now can I chamber a second round? Hey, that counts. I call that a win. The 2 pieces of ammunition have exited from the body of the weapon, and therefore it works. All right, second test. This shirt is getting really, really hot, and so I'm trying to do this a bit faster. This is the part where I say don't try this at home, because I'm gonna be stabbing this X-Acto knife into a piece of wood, but that is dangerous because it doesn't have the grip that normal knives do that stop your hand from sliding forward and cutting itself. So don't try this. I'm just gonna see if this can actually stick into the wood at all and how easy it is. So just like, okay, that was like 2 pounds of pressure. That was really easy. X-Acto blades are dangerous. I'm sticking the blade into the feeder hole. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit in the hole, so I can't do the test. But I think it's safe to say that if it could, this would go through the board. This would decimate this piece of wood, and I would have to go get another one from Lowe's, and I would be killing my associate Rick Johnson. Dick Johnson, thank you very much. What am I saying? Well, I think this has passed the test with maybe not flying colors, but like moving colors. And for just a prototype, I think this has worked out well. Maybe later on I'll make one that isn't as bad.